My heart plummeted as the gate slammed shut in my face, the words "you've missed your flight" echoing like a bad joke. I slumped onto the nearest bench, fighting the urge to cry, convinced my entire week, maybe even my year, was ruined. That's when an older woman with wild silver curls plopped down beside me, grinning like we were in on a secret. She handed me a chocolate bar and said, "You never know when a detour is the best part of the journey." We got to talking, and I learned she'd once missed a flight too, on her way to a job interview that could have changed her life. Instead of panicking, she'd explored the city, stumbled into a tiny bookstore, and met the man who'd become her business partner. She told me how every setback was just a plot twist, and the trick was to say yes to whatever came next. Listening to her, I realized I'd spent years avoiding detours, always terrified of what might go wrong. Inspired, I wiped my tears and decided to wander outside the airport. I ended up in a quirky cafe, where a pop-up art show was in full swing. One of the artists noticed me lingering, and before I knew it, we were deep in conversation about creativity and risk. By the time my new flight was boarding, I'd made plans to collaborate on a project I'd never have dared to dream up before. Missing that flight felt like disaster, but it was actually a doorway. Sometimes, the universe throws you off course so you can find a path you never would have chosen. The lesson? Don't cling too tightly to your plans, let yourself take the detours. You might just meet the person, or have the experience, that changes everything.